Hello, sea urchins. So you've beaten the tutorial dungeon in Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and the game tells you to go to Gerudo in the southwest and Jabul in the northeast, but you don't know where to go. Today, let's talk about what's the next best thing to do. Again, you're given the option to go to Gerudo or Jabul, and there's a third option, which is to explore all of Hyrule. The map is divided into 5 parts. Gerudo and Jabul, of course. Then there's the volcano to the northwest, the icy mountains to the north, and the wetlands to the east. At this moment, every section of the map is actually accessible, but parts of those sections won't have much available there until it's actually time to go there. To choose between those 3 options, I'll give you a brief explanation of each one so you can decide which one to go to first. I will then give my opinion. Let's first start talking about exploring Hyrule. If you choose to explore Hyrule, you'll get to understand the layout of the map better, and you'll learn some echoes. You'll be able to find some heart pieces, might crystals, and complete some side quests. For the other 3 sections, the volcano, mountains, and wetlands, you can still find those things, but they might somewhat be difficult to go there. I believe the game was made this way hoping players would go here just when it's the right time to go. If you decide to explore Hyrule, you'll get better equipped to take on Gerudo and Jabul. Between Gerudo and Jabul, I posted a poll on my community tab, and going to Gerudo won the vote. But these are the arguments for both sides. Gerudo, because it's closer, it has a few more useful echoes that you'll use throughout the game, and people dislike swimming. Jabul, because of one specific very useful echo that's useful and helps you climb walls easily, and because Zoras are cute. For where you should go next, this kind of depends on how you like to play. First, I'll give my general opinion of where you should go next without talking about echoes, items, and things like that. Then I'll talk about more specific locations and things I think you should get and do. If you want what I believe is the natural progression of the game, or what we call the intended way, it's probably to go to Gerudo first because it's closer. After you've completed all of Gerudo, then on your way to Jabul, you can explore Hyrule without going to the other 3 sections that we talked about before. Collect and learn the things you'd like to learn, and then you can go to Jabul Waters and complete that. That to me sounds like the closest thing to me of the intended way to do things. For what I would do after you complete the tutorial dungeon, you should explore all of Hyrule first, or at least most of it. I think it's fun exploring, learning echoes, learning the map, collecting heart pieces and might crystals. This of course gets you more equipped to do the next dungeons. You'll have more hearts, more echoes, Tri will be stronger, you'll have a stronger sword fighter form, and you'll have more items and accessories. Not only that, you'll know the map a little better and you'll have waypoints opened. So if you have to do a quest later in the game, you know where those places are, and you can fast travel to those points if needed. However, I wouldn't explore the 3 other sections. You can get heart pieces, might crystals, echoes, and waypoints from there, but the game making the locations slightly more difficult, the time and effort to me aren't worth it. I'll go there later when the game asks me to do it. I would then go to Gerudo, but of course, explore as much of it as possible, getting and learning as much as possible, learn all the extra echoes that you can learn, then I would go straight to Jabul. You'll probably even have a waypoint closer to it by now, so you don't have to walk. That's my general description without giving details of echoes, items, and locations. But if you'd like more specific location and things to do, this is what I believe you should do right away as soon as you finish the tutorial dungeon. After you leave Southern Forest, for sure explore the Southern Prairie and collect the heart pieces, might crystals, 2 side quests, treasure, and items, whatever you can find. Then I for sure would go to Lake Hylia. There's a rift to make Tri stronger, and the Great Fairy allows Zelda to wear some extra accessories. If you don't care for rupees, which probably just used for smoothies and minigames, try to upgrade your accessories as soon as you can. She asks first for 100, 300, 500, then 1000. From here, honestly, just explore every section of Hyrule except the 3 locations you can't go to, Jabul Waters and also Gerudo. I would probably make a counterclockwise circle around Hyrule, including Hyrule Castle. Collect the echoes, heart pieces, might crystals, waypoints, accessories, and complete side quests. I don't want to give it away, but you can even find the strongest echo in the game, but you can't use it yet because Tri isn't even strong enough. But it's still cool to have. One of the side quests I think you should try to complete as soon as possible is the smoothie one. I'm a collector in Zelda games, and doing the 2 smoothie side quests gives Zelda accessories that allow materials to show more often. And to me, that's helpful. There's also one heart piece you could probably get in the volcano, but it's because it's easy to get to, and that's the one all the way in the west. And if there are sections you feel that you can't access yet, don't forget to use markers. And this map is similar to A Link to the Past's map. So if you remember small details about that game, it's fun to see the little references. Also, use this as a hint in finding some of the things in the game. I said I wouldn't explore the other 3 sections of the game, but if you want to, Crawltilla is your friend that'll help you give a ride to those locations. Then, before going to Gerudo Desert, because you've made your way counterclockwise, I would suggest walking the highlands of Gerudo before going to Gerudo. This way, you don't have to go here again, and you might find some useful things here. While you're in Gerudo, you'll find a minigame that gives you some mangoes. After you get the hang of that game, you can get a whole bunch of mangoes very quickly. You can then make smoothies and sell them for lots of money, and then you can go to the Great Fairy and make Zelda more fashionable to hold more accessories. You can then complete Gerudo. Then explore and complete Jabul. There's not much more else in Jabul, but before you do the next main quest after Jabul, make sure you talk to everyone in Gerudo and Jabul again to see if there are any side quests. You don't actually have to talk to everybody, you can just look for the red bubble on top of their heads. This is the order to me that will get you most prepared for the rest of the game. But one other thing you can consider doing is to do a little bit of Gerudo, leaving, then doing a little bit of Jabul, and going back and forth. Why would you do this? I have no idea, I just thought I'd mention it because you can. Of course, doing all of this might make you overpowered, so if you're looking for more of a challenge, then go right ahead, do Gerudo or Jabul first without doing anything else. Or even, don't collect any echoes unless you need them. This is a one-player game, and my opinion doesn't mean too much. You can go wherever your heart desires, but I hope this helped you open up your view of where to go next. I'm sure some of you who have watched this have played this game already and you have your own opinions. I'm sure others would love to hear those different options too, so feel free to leave them in the comments if you'd like to help others. And if you've gotten this far in the game, check out this video for my beginner tips and tricks in Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Consider subscribing or at least checking out the channel for more Zelda content, and thank you so much for watching. See you next time!